talk about fashion. Let me welcome Ifigenia Papadimitriou, the Creative Director of Lamarque. Ifigenia, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good, good. How's Montreal? How cold is it?
You know what? It actually just started snowing this morning. So I saw that and I just freaked. I'm like, I'm not ready for the cold weather.
None of us are. I mean, we've been spoiled with good weather so far.
You know what? You're so right. Like we really have. It's been so beautiful, like the whole month of November, and then
This is
winter
how.
is really here. Yeah, I'm not ready.
But winter fashion, how beautiful are your coats of Lamarque's new collection?
Thank you so much. You know what? Even though I hate winter, I have Greek roots. I love the sun. That's what makes me the happiest. But fall and winter fashion is so exciting. Like all the layers, the textures, the colors, and everything is just so alive and so much fun. So for sure, it's my favorite season.
And just last week, you released a new collection. So what
Mhm.
inspired you?
The latest collection that we just launched was our holiday collection. So for that collection, it's after the whole being stuck inside with COVID and everything and not being able to live our life at the fullest, I really wanted to put a collection together that was fun and colorful. So that's what you can find in a recent collection. It's full of feathers, colors, gold hardware. So it's very alive and very vibrant.
So what's hot then this holiday season? How do we make sure that we stand out at the Christmas parties that we're about to go to?
Definitely, I would say the more extra, the better. So for instance, what's really, really flying for us right now are the feather items that we have. So we did super well. We have this feather bustier that's just so much fun and it's so flattering. So I would say that's definitely a top pick. And then because of the success of that top, we actually introduced a feather dress, which is also so much fun. And also, I would say faux furs are really hot right now. So we have some off whites and some brown colors. Brown too is a very, very trendy color for this season.
How about suits for women?
Oh, I love suits. I live in a suit blazer, and we have a few. So this is actually one of our top sellers. It's our Felina blazer. So suits are totally hot. We have a matching pants too. That's called the Dacia. It's feminine, but also with a bit of masculinity, which is really cool.
That mix of androgynous and feminine.
Yeah.
Yeniam, how did you get started in the fashion world?
Actually, I joined the company 12 years ago. Prior to that, I studied the design program at LaSalle here in Montreal. And while I was studying, I was working for a local designer at the time. And that's really actually started working for the designer at the time. His company was called Nevik, and that's where really I fell in love with fashion. So he was making a lot locally. He had the runway shows, he had the stores. So I was really in this environment and it was so inspiring. So I decided to go ahead and study that. And I'm not sure about you, but growing up in a Greek family, I never even knew being a fashion designer was possible. It was always you should be a doctor, a lawyer, something like a professional degree.
Listen, you're talking to the person who had those two options and became a lawyer. So I get you.
You get it, right? Yeah. So pretty much that's what it was. And then, long story short, I ended up studying in the fashion design program. I was always very creative, but I actually love the business aspect of the business as well. So not just creating, but creating things that are profitable at the right time, all the marketing that's involved with pushing a certain product. I love the whole process of it. So anyway, I studied at LaSalle, and then I actually got my first design job here. And that's it. 12 years later,
You're still there making your magic. Let's go on a quick διαλυματάκι. We'll be back. So αγαπημένοι κρατές, stay tuned with Ifigenia Papadimitriou, Creative Director of Lamarque, straight from Montreal, εδώ στην παρεούλα μας. So tell me a little bit about Lamarque. And I have to say, I do love the inclusion of older women in your campaign. So what do you think defines Lamarque?
You know what? For me, Lamarque and fashion is always evolving. And 12 years ago versus today, for sure, when you're starting out the business, you do what you can, right? Like, you have certain funds and you do what you can, and then you scale your growth accordingly. So when we started, we were wholesale. So we would sell to other stores. So the buyers on that end really kind of determined what the products we were able to create. So we were really doing, also talking about scale, so we were doing jackets. So that's what we were known for, was that leather, that classic leather biker jacket, and a few variations of that. So along the years, we expanded and we started adding in other items such as t-shirts, knitwear, other items that complement leather perfectly. So as we like added those in, then we saw like people were loving it. So we started adding in more other items like wool coats, faux furs, and other categories as well. We have a few like accessories as well. So it's really like evolving and scaling that way. And now today also, just going back to your question about diversity, it's so important in fashion today. And I feel like the narrative has been so long, the young, youthful girl that's thin. And it's like, really, that's not the case anymore. And it's not what women, like real women, are. So it's really important for me to put first and foremost also like other women, whether they're older, whether they're larger, like different body shapes, different age ranges. It's super important for us to be inclusive and show these women in our collections. And because we have our website now, and with the success of the online world and everything, we do have this outlet that we're able to show this. So for instance, like Grace, like how incredible is she?
She's beautiful. And that's how I stumbled upon you. And Ifigenia, save those Greek curves. We need some help with the fashion.
Totally.
Nesuko, how do you think that your Hellenic heritage has influenced your fashion career?
Definitely. I would say my family, like actually my papu he was always creative, and he's really like an inspiring man, and he draws very well and is very creative. So I would say I probably got that from him.
Yeah. Do you miss fashion weeks?
I do.
I know.
The industry changed so much.
I know.
Not in a bad way. It's just it's just evolved into something else right now. And, we're still trying to see like, what is it that we're going to do? How are we going to pivot that? Is it online, like virtual fashion shows that are somewhere, but it's an event? I don't know. We're still kind of like thinking about that. But definitely the fashion weeks, I really miss that.
Oh. Yeah. Βλέπω χρώματα behind you. You're at the headquarters of Lamarque. Yes. What's the hottest color of the season?
I would say, you know what? You don't see the color. I'll just shift it here. But that green in the corner is like really, really trendy and really hot. Like right now, and also hot going into next fall, winter 22.
Good, got it. Make me happy because I just bought a green suit. So you make me very happy today.
Nailed it.
Please, official, where can people find you and where they can find Lamarque?
So Lamarque is available at lamarquecollection.com, or we're available also on Revolve, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and Anthropologie, and across Canada and the US in specialty boutiques. You can follow us along at My Lamarque, or my personal one is Ifigenia Style on Instagram.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks for talking fashion with us. And I look forward to seeing everything else that you have, and that long leather coat. I'm obsessed.
Totally. Thank you so much, Dora. It was such a pleasure.
And don't forget to tell Mama you did an interview for a Greek show.
I will.